Hey everyone, thanks for checking out the video. Today I am headed down to the Ghost Valley to check out a spot that I've been eyeing up for quite a while. I am very excited to do some camping. It is mid-November right now and the snow is out. It is nice and cold, so I figured it would be a good time to do some camping. I have my hot tent with me as well as my ultralight wood burning stove, and I am really excited to get it going. I haven't had this shelter out on the channel before, so I'm really excited to show you guys this specific piece of kit. It's super fun. It's one of my favorite shelters that I have, but I just haven't had the opportunity to have it on the channel yet. Alright, I still have a fair bit of distance to cover before I am anywhere near the area I want to camp. So I'm going to keep cruising and I will update you when we get a little bit closer. Nice, there's my turn. Perfect. Let's boogie. Alright, here we go. On the good road. It looks like I'm gonna need some four-wheel drive. Let's go. Okay, careful now, you know. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of snow out here. Wow. Serious. Let's see. Gotta be careful because I don't want to be getting stuck out here. Oh, nice. Look at this area out here. This looks pretty sweet. I think I'm gonna hang around here for a while. This looks beautiful. Hell yeah. Okay, so I picked this spot because of a few reasons. There are a couple of things already established here that I noticed the last time I was kind of scouting out for a good spot to camp. And I just decided that it'd be kind of nice to have a little bit less work. So here, there's already a little bit of an established fire pit, so I don't have to build that. And then there's also some wood that's been brought over, some stuff's been already split, it's just covered in snow, so I have to knock that off. But all in all, I mean, it's a pretty decent little camp space. So I've looked around the area and I've decided that this is going to be the spot I put my tent up for tonight. It is one of the better spots in the area. It's nice and flat compared to kind of the hills that are behind the camera. Here's the tent. But first things first, I gotta get this snow out of here. All right, I think that's about big enough. Hopefully, we'll see. So this is my Luxe Megahorn Tipi shelter, or Tipi tent. I love this thing. It is super fun, super easy to set up, easy for one person to do on their own, and it's pretty sizable. All right, I'm gonna get setting this thing up, and then we'll go from there. We're almost ready for the stove. All right, so tent is all set up. This thing's super spacious. I'm super excited to get the wood burning stove in here and to get all my kit laid out. All right, now that the tent is set up, it's time to get the stove built. I'm serious. This is my wood burning stove. It weighs 2.2 pounds, I think, 2.2, 2.4. Not 100% sure, I can't quite remember the statistic. I've had this thing for quite a while. But yeah, this is it. This is the entire stove. So I'll put it together and I'll explain a couple things about it. But this thing is a really cool piece of kit. All right, so my stove is finally built. I got it done in about 20 minutes, not a crazy amount of time. It got built pretty quick. It's a little complicated the first couple times you build it, but once you get the hang of it, it's actually pretty simple. But I'm gonna get it set up in the tent and I'm gonna get that fire rolling and get the heat pumping. Okay. There. I think that'll do. All right, I gotta get this fire going and get the heat pumping because it is freezing out. I think it's like -6 right now. So we're gonna get it going. I'm gonna get all my sleeping gear set up, starting with the ground sheet because I am not sleeping in that muck. much set up now. The tent is up and it is ripping warm in there. The stove is doing wonderfully. It is cooking away. It's got a really pretty smoke trail coming off the chimney there. Very excited to be able to experience a good cold night, but be nice and warm in the tent. So I had to put this tarp up. I was getting some really heavy winds coming through here, and I wanted to kind of block it off from kind of blowing on the fire. I have my truck right here just parked, so I'll be able to have that blocking a lot of the wind, but there's some sweet gusts just coming right through here. So I definitely wanted to be able to cut that wind. So hopefully it does me some good. So it's 3:30 now, and that means I'm only got about 2 hours worth of light left, but that's all right. I got a fire going, I got my shelter going. The stove is working away in there, drying everything out really nice. I'm trying to kind of get the ground a little bit drier in there, so I'm running the stove a bit right now. But I'm doing pretty good. I am happy and comfortable. I think I'm gonna change my socks because my feet are soaked, and I should put my winter boots on. I just have my regular hiking boots on right now, and they are soaked right to the bone. So I think I'm gonna put my winter boots on, which I should have done when I got here. But you know, you live, you learn. Once it gets like decently dark, I'll probably hang out in the shelter for a while. Probably end up making dinner out here. Just have smokies for dinner tonight. It's nice and quiet out here today. Well, I think I am just gonna be relaxing for a while here. All right, I will catch you guys later, probably when the sun goes down. Well, it didn't take long for it to get dark. It is 5:45 right now, and it is pitch black out. But that means I get to start getting some food going, which I'm very excited about because I am starving. Oh. Time to start cooking. So I guess this is my first solo winter camping trip, which is pretty fun. I am having a great time. This fire is ripping hot and these smokies are cooking away. It is quite chilly tonight. Right now it is about -8 degrees Celsius, but tonight it is supposed to dip down to -12 degrees Celsius, so we'll see how it holds up. I want to spend some time in there hanging out because it is very comfortable, and this chair is perfect for hanging out in there, so I'll be able to hang out in the warmth of that wonderful fire. I mean, this fire is doing a great job, but kind of want to bask in the glory of that tent. Ooh, saved it. Oh, whew, that was close. Can't have a smoky without ketchup. Should be a crime. Oh yeah, that's good. Well, other than eating, I'm really not going to be getting up to much else tonight, or out here at least. I'm going to be heading into the tent soon, be hanging out in there. I'm going to make a cup of tea before bed, that kind of thing. But I'm going to finish this and then let this burn down for a little bit, and then I'm going to head into the shelter, or into the tent, and hang out and relax for a little while. So we are in the tent now. It is nice and toasty warm in here. But this guy needs a little bit of more wood, so I'm gonna get it stocked up. And then I think I'm gonna make some tea. This trip, I decided in all of my infinite wisdom to forget the tea. So I'm gonna make pine needle tea tonight. I've had it before, I really enjoy it. It's a nice little treat out here. Sometimes it can be a little bitter for some people. I tend to kind of like the taste, but I also like my coffee black. So, but I do got to get this thing going because it seems like it's dying out a little bit. Oh. Well, my tea is finally all done. It took a little while longer than I expected, and that's just because the wood burning stove doesn't quite get as hot as fast as those propane stoves, and it's a little bit more of a distributed heat, so it just takes a little bit while longer. But the tea is done. I'm excited to drink it. I am gonna enjoy it while I get a hot water bottle ready for my sleeping bag, and then other than that, I'm gonna be heading to bed. I will be calling it a night pretty soon here. Alright, so I am headed to bed for the night. The stove is stocked up real good. It's pumping along nicely, although I can still see a bit of my breath, but like, whatever. This is it for me. I will see you guys in the morning, and if anything significant happens, I'll let you know. Alright, good night. Oh, good morning, everyone. It is 6 a.m. Oh, it is kind of chilly. Fire went out, so I gotta get that going again. But other than that, it's a pretty good night. I can't really complain. But I'm gonna get up, get the fire going in the stove, and then get a cup of coffee going. It is finally coffee time. This coffee took a hot minute to make. I tried it on the stove first originally, but it was having a little bit of trouble getting the temperature this morning. So I just decided to break out my propane stove and whip up the coffee on that, which was ultimately a good choice. But the stove is still pumping some heat. Oh, it's so good. Since about 2 a.m. I've been fighting off a little bit of an upset stomach. Unfortunately, I don't know what's going on. I think it might have been that piney little tea. So I'm not quite sure if I'm going to be able to keep anything down, unfortunately. I tried a granola bar earlier, and it didn't go well. I held onto that granola bar for about a minute. So I'm going to rock the coffee. It seems to be settling okay. If I can hold this down, I'll probably end up making breakfast, but if not, I'll probably won't, just because why make something I'm not going to eat? So unfortunately, the coffee didn't stay down. That was a fun game to play. So I don't think I'm going to be cooking up any breakfast on this one. So yeah, I'm probably just going to be hanging out until the sun comes up, and then I'll start breaking down camp. Well, now that it's light out, I should probably get my kit all packed up, and then get the tent and the stove sorted out. Okay, I'm gonna get started on packing up all this kit. Well, it looks like just about everything is packed up. Just have the tent left and obviously the stove. Before I forget, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate all your support, so thanks for sticking around, those of you who've already subscribed, and please make sure if you haven't, make sure you mash down on that button. Well, I'm gonna have to get all this kit broken down, so I'm gonna have to get to that. Set that down. Whew. Well, the stove is taken down, tent is down, the area has been cleaned up, and you would hardly even know I'm there other than a few rocks in a circle and, you know, a giant bare spot where there's no snow. But what am I gonna do? Make sure you keep checking back for more adventures in the great outdoors. All right, I'm gonna get out of here.